Hi there, this is just a short video of my ride along the Bealach Na Ba Pass in Scotland on the NC 500. Okay, so we started at the sticker board, as you saw, and headed up the pass. It climbs steadily. It's certainly not a really steep pass. It's said that it's the steepest pass rising from sea level to 2,054 feet, which is about the height of Placefell in the Lake District, and just shy of Kinder Scout in the Peak District, as a comparison for height. But it climbs steadily. It doesn't climb, like you suddenly have to ride up a wall. So this is, as we were approaching the notorious hairpin, should I say, this is the kind of traffic you come across. There's a few sort of passing places, but it's obviously single track road, and you could get, as I have here, stuck behind these camper vans or vehicles, which generally are more slow moving than you will be. But it is what it is. Fortunately, this camper van pulled over for me, and it is something that was very common around the whole of the North Coast 500. We did experience this quite a lot, and the majority of traffic that you come up behind is very obliging and tends to pull over when it can. So there were quite a few cyclists heading up the track as well, which was interesting. Crazy people, but they were obviously doing well, and they would have made it. It's not massively long, but just, I can imagine, very tiring. So you've got these corners and these curvy bends in the road where you can't see round them. You've got these bollards, or you've got this barrier down one side at most of the along most of the way, so you can see if you get stuck with a wide vehicle coming the other way, it could be quite tricky. I came around the corner and just passed that passing place and then spotted this vehicle. You can see on the left side of the road, it just does drop away quite significantly, and if you lost your footing there, the bike would be over. Fortunately, this camper van was able to just tightly squeeze round me, dropping itself off the edge of the road, and it wasn't too rubbly and rocky for it not to get round. So that was fortunate, but there could be other occasions where you could be a bit unlucky and come across a stretch of the road that wasn't so obliging. So more cyclists as we came by, and as we approached the hairpins, I was trying to look up along the hairpins to see if there are any vehicles moving on it, but as you get closer, that makes that a bit more difficult to do. So it did catch my eye just a bit earlier from that point, that there was a vehicle coming down. So on hairpin 1, which is nice and wide, nice and smooth, very easy to get round. Fortunately, I was able to stop. It's not that steep. It's pretty easy to just sort of put your foot down and stop. Nice and easy. And avoided that one. But like I say, there's a few passing places, you know, part way up the pass as well. Visibility is fairly clear. But then you come to a situation like this if you meet another vehicle actually on the curve, which I did. But again, like I say, it's not a problem. Really wide. That car was able to give me a really wide berth. I didn't have to cut that corner too sharply at all. Not a problem. So that was the last hairpin. Nice and steady going round. And then they've put this larger area of tarmac here at the top where we pulled over, stopped and took some photos of the sticker post at the top of the pass and had a good look down at what we'd just come up. And then from this point we headed down to Applecross on the north side of the pass, stopped in Applecross for a quick coffee and on.